Good morning. It's the 23rd, Tuesday the 23rd of May. It's 8:05 in the morning, so it's quite early, but I managed to get a chance to get this video recorded now. So I'm just going to recap on what we've done last week, but I'm going to focus mainly on my Amazon Japan business because I've talked about that a bit in the past, but I just want to focus down into details a bit more now. So we have an intern from the university. He's a second year student, very, very good student, international business student, and he is working on this business. His role is to identify UK companies that are selling at the moment on Amazon UK, and then basically his job is to nurture them to the point where they want to sell on Amazon Japan. So basically we had a big meeting yesterday, me, my business partner John, and Charles, who is the intern. We're discussing the process that we want to work through and what's the minimum product that we want to these companies, these sellers on UK to commit to, and then once they're on that, we can flow them through other services that we can offer them. Because remember, our company is to help UK brands or sellers in the UK start to sell in Japan on Amazon Japan. So that's our service, help them do that, because there is a lot of barriers to entry for new people trying to get into Japan, mainly the language, but also the shipping and the customs and customer support and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, the people we're going after are sellers in the UK, and they're completely cold to our service. They don't know about us, never heard about us before, so we're just emailing them. So it's quite it'd be a bit of a hit and miss process. Our success rate, our conversion rate from email sent out to actual customers is probably going to be very low, but we need to start this process. We've got a list, maybe about 40 or 50 companies now. We're about to process them through an email sequence that we've come up with. But anyway, so the first stage, what we want them to do, basically, we want them to commit to either setting up a very basic listing on Amazon Japan if they don't have a listing already. And what this would be they would pay us, and we've decided on $19.99, which is, it's a bit of money, but it's very low amount of money just to commit to this process, but get a listing set up. And basically what we will do, we will look at their UK listing, we will set them up an Amazon Japan account under their business, and then set up their first listing for their product, and we will translate the title and also the bullets into Japanese, and also get all the images across from the UK listing, just to get them a basic listing up and ready on Amazon Japan to get them started. Or if they already have a listing, because quite a lot of the products available in the UK are already listed up on Amazon Japan, but the UK companies don't know about it. It's either an automatic process, an automatic bot doing these listings, or it's people in Japan just trying to look, and they just basically create a very poor listing, maybe just one bullet point or no bullet points, one image, a really poor title, description still in English, and they set a very high price, and they're hoping that someone will be browsing Amazon Japan in Japan, and they'll make a sale at a very high price, and then they'll probably just buy it from the UK and ship it across and make a little bit of profit. So the UK company doesn't even know about this listing. So if this is the case, if they do have a listing they don't know about, the stage is to get them to take control of their listing. So again, we will charge $19.99 for this, and we'll say, listen, do you want to take control of your listing? We'll do it for you. We again will have to set them up with a Japanese account, registered in their business, and then we'll have to start contacting the Japanese customer support for Amazon to get them to give full control of this product, this brand, to the registered brand owner in the UK. So that was the first stage. So whichever one they choose, they're going to be on Amazon Japan now. They're going to be in control of their own listing. They're going to have their own listing. But then it's up to us to say, well, basically, great, you've got started, but you might as well carry on now, and then we can upsell them if you want, or provide other services to them. So the next stage would be getting a complete listing. So optimize the title, optimize the bullets, create customizations of the images with Japanese text, and for the Japanese market you can change them up a little bit, and also create them a full description and laid out with simple HTML tags, and laid out neatly and translated into Japanese, so they've got a complete listing as they would in the UK. Then the next step, which would be another service, would be to create an advanced listing, because in Japan you can get advanced listings. It basically expands the listing, so you've got a much bigger area to put bigger and more images, more text, and basically talk about your brand, talk about your product in a lot more detail to increase conversions. It makes your listing look almost like a landing page for a website at the bottom. So this is another service we can offer them. And then you probably will get a few visitors to your product, maybe a few sales, but not loads. So the next we've got to optimize the back end of the listing. So that's another service with keywords. We do keyword research around their product, Japanese of course, put them into the back end of the Amazon listing, and also fill out the rest of the listing to optimize it as best as possible to rank organically for the keywords that this product is about. And then once we've done that, the listing is basically all set up, optimized organically. And then, but while we're doing this, if any orders do come in, the seller is going to have to do merchant fulfill. So they're basically going to have to go to the post office and post off to Japan themselves, which is okay for smaller products, but it can take about a week to get there. Plus there's a hassle of packaging it up, printing off the labels. They bother with the people on the post office because you're posting to Japan and everything's in Japanese. So next stage will be to use FBA in Japan, but of course that involves getting your products out there into Japan, into the Amazon warehouses. So that's another service we could offer them. We could sort out the shipping, either to take things direct from, if they're getting stuff manufactured in China, take it direct from China to Japan, or if they've got a load of stuff in the UK, send a big batch load over from the UK. Organise a shipping company, get it through the customs, and then take it on and get it into the Amazon warehouses and get all the proper labels and things for this. That's another service. And once that's all set up, they can offer next day Amazon Prime on their products. So that's it. Basically, that'll be it for the whole start. And then we could do a bit more advanced. We could do some pay-per-click advertising to drive more sales. And then we've got the optimization of this, which is another service. And we've got all the extras around this. So we've got the custom packaging if they want their packaging custom designed for Japan, so Japanese translations and the packaging it sells. And we've got the custom support, so following up the customer questions. And then we've also got processes to get more feedback and reviews for their products and them as a seller through automated emails and things like that, or custom inserts in the packaging. This is also another extra service we can offer. So you can see we've got a whole list of things that we can offer to clients, to customers that sell in the UK. But the first stage is to obviously get in touch with them, introduce ourselves, introduce them to Amazon Japan, and then hopefully make them take that first step, pay £19.99 for our service, and we'll set them up with a basic listing on Amazon Japan. And once that's happened, they've gone from a cold lead, they've probably even gone to the warm lead, they're probably quite a hot lead by then. So basically we can work with them to hopefully move them through our system of services to get them fully set up, optimized, selling a lot on Amazon Japan. So that's our process, and that's what we're working through with the intern, whose role is mainly to identify the companies. And then we've got 5 email sequence that we're going to follow up with these companies with. So we've got those all ready and prepared, and we know we're going to send them. So that's the process here. So that's great. So this is going along. We haven't actually got any clients yet. It's still very early stage, but we know we've got a very good idea of where we want to take this, which is great. And along with that, we've got our own products that are selling on Amazon Japan, which is how we know how to do all this. We're not just coming as complete novices. We've got our own product out there selling with our own custom packaging, FBA in Japan, we've got pay-per-click advertising, big optimized advanced listing, and we've got this for 2 products actually, which we're selling out there at the moment, and these are going quite well. With one of the products, we've been selling about we're averaging about 6 units a day, which isn't amazing, but that's 6 units a day, which is all right, and we're growing all the time. We've got up to 19 reviews now for this product. I think we've got 9 seller feedback, all positive, so things are growing. So it's getting close to a time we need to place another order for these products ourselves to get them into Japan. Right, so away from the Japanese business, I've got my own products that I'm selling in the UK and across Europe. One of these products in particular was my launch product, and there's huge competition now. When I launched it, there was only maybe 2 other sellers with different variations of my product. Now there's at least 10, 20, maybe more all the time. All the pay-per-click adverts are full of these products. There's like a huge list. I'm currently number 3 for my main keyword, and I was number 2 in the bestseller list as of yesterday, but I checked this morning, I've gone down to number 5, I think. So it's such a huge competition, but it's okay. I'm still selling quite a lot. I'm still selling maybe 15 a day, and I'm a higher price. I'm at least £4 more than everybody else. So I'm happy with that. But I'm going to modify the product. I'm not going to stand still. I'm going to update the product, make it better. And I'm lucky enough to have a friend at the University of Hull who works in the engineering department. So I meet him every Tuesday in the afternoon. So I look after my daughter in the afternoon. Me and my daughter go up to the uni, meet my mate in a cafe, and we just chat while my daughter just runs around. And he's into design. Well, he's engineering. He's an engineering doctor. He's a lecturer in engineering, so he knows all about this. So I talk about things with him all the time. And he's agreed to mock up new modifications to my product. He's going to update it because he knows the problems. He took the product apart, he's analysed it, he's created 3D CAD models of my product, and we need to make it a bit more stable. And he's looked at ways to do this. So he's basically created 3D models, and he's got access to rapid prototype and 3D prototype. So he's 3D printed some modifications to the product. And this afternoon when I meet him, he's going to show me these. I think he's got 2 or 3 3D printed updates, so we can look at them and analyse them. And hopefully, if we make it better, then what I'll do is we will confirm it. We'll get the 3D models, and then I'll start talking with my Chinese suppliers. And listen, I want to make some full-size prototypes to test it, and then hopefully go into manufacturing of the new improved products. So that's great. I'm lucky to have this guy, my mate Pete, at the university. Okay, so what else have I done? So this week, what I've been doing has been finalising the packaging for my new products. I've got 2 new products that are going to get completed very soon, maybe in a week or 2, which need packaging. So we've just agreed and finalised the packaging on that. And then I've also got inserts, 2 new inserts, sort of like A4 sheets of paper that go in, maybe a bit smaller, that go into I've got 2 new variations of an existing product. So I've just been designing all them, and we're going to get them printed off and put in with the packaging when they get made in China. One of my new products, I realised that the packaging is slightly too big. It's 48, the longest length of the packaging is 48 centimetres, which pushes it over into an oversized product in Amazon's categorization. So it needs to be 45 centimetres or less. It's classed as a normal package on its longest length. But mine is 48, and I've been trying to work with the supplier in China and looking at the product, but unfortunately it's quite a rigid, thick moulded product, so you can't fold it. So it's 48 centimetres wide. So we can't do anything about this. So I'm going to have to bite the bullet and say, yep, okay, we're going to have an oversized packaging. And basically what this translates to, it means every time I post it out using Amazon FBA, it's going to cost me about 80p, I think, about 80 pence more to send it out, every single one. Which doesn't sound a lot, but if you're selling, if you sell 1,000, that's 800 quid. That's just wasted on extra postage cost because the packaging was 3 centimetres too big. But that's something we're going to have to address. Maybe we're going to have to modify the design of this product a little bit so we can have smaller packaging next time. But I'll worry about that in my next order. So that was a bit annoying. It's the first time I've had an oversized product, so it's a learning process, so it's okay. Right, what else have I done? So I've been doing with my affiliate websites. I talked about this last week. I talked about on-page SEO updating. So I've still been doing that with my barbecue affiliate website. This is the one I set up. It's a case study during the Earn 1000 course. Showed you how to set up if you want to see that over at earn1000.co.uk. So basically, I've been analysing that one to improve that, because I've seen my rankings drop a little bit. My sales in May aren't as high as I would expect. So I've been doing some on-site SEO stuff, but at the same time I've been writing a big blog post for my website neilcurtis.me, where I'm recording this video for. So I'm just outlining exactly what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and showing you the changes I've made to my site to try and improve the on-page SEO, to try and improve the rankings in the future. So I've been doing that. And finally, we have, from one of my other, was an affiliate website, my cycling related affiliate website, we've introduced our own physical product, or we're going to introduce our own physical product. So we had a full-size sample sent out, and it looks amazing. We're really, really happy with it. It's basically a PVC mat, PVC foam mat. We've got a really nice custom designs done by professional designers, and it looks amazing. But it smells. It stinks of this PVC foam. Really smells, and it's quite a strong toxic smell. And I think this is common with these kind of products, these kind of foams that you get made, especially in China. It's just the process of creating these products creates this really strong smell, and I'm a little bit worried about it. maybe from a health point of view, but not so much, but just maybe from a just smell, because these are going to be people's homes. They're going to be using these in their homes. They're not going to be touching them with their hands or with their body, so I'm not bothered about that kind of things. But this smell might give people headaches, or it's just not pleasant making them smell like this. So contact the supplier, say, listen, why does it smell so much? Is a reason for this? Is will the smell go away over time? And I've been told that they think it is because this sample was made, especially for me, as a one-off, and as soon as it was made, it was wrapped up and sealed in plastic and shipped over, so it didn't have time to air in a ventilated room. So all this sort of like the chemical smells are still trapped in there from when it was made. But they said when they do the production run, when they make them for real, they create them and then they're left out for 5 days in a really highly ventilated room to let the smells disappear quite a lot before they are packaged up properly and shipped out. So they recommended to me that I leave them in a ventilated room or outside for maybe 3 to 5 days, and then the smell should disappear quite a lot. So I'm doing that now. Well, I'm not convinced because it's been out for a day and it still smells. So I'm a bit worried, but we'll see. And if it does smell too much, I'm going to have to make a decision whether it is too bad or whether I'm just worrying about it too much and what my options are. So I'll probably have discussions in a couple of days with this other Chinese supplier to see if there's anything we can do about this. Okay, so that's where I am. I'll leave it there. I'll keep you updated next week. Follow me on Twitter. I'll do some updates on there more regularly, and I'll catch up next week. Cheers. And hey, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. It just gives you a glimpse of what I get into on a day-to-day basis running my business, gives you ideas on what I'm up to and what I've got done and my future plans. What I would love for you to do is check out my other videos to get more of a general view of what I do, but also make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss out on new videos, and also head over to my website at www.neilcurtis.me, where you'll see a load of more stuff about what I do in my business, and also get some ideas and tips about how you could start your own online business. And then finally, hit me up on Twitter. That is at NeilCurtisMe, or one word, so you can hear more regular updates throughout the day of what I'm getting up to. Okay, hope to see you on those channels. Cheers.